Hey, Scrapper Names fans, how are we all? So I'm back up on the Flutter by Designs blog today with my second guest design role, and I'm doing a project life spread for my daughter's album. So I'm going to use the We Run the World collection again. This time I'm just going to use some of the Everyday Etc. cards to make up my project life spread, as well as some bits and pieces of the little word quotes and things like that. So let's kick it off, I guess. Now I will give a bit of a disclaimer here, as you just saw then, and I do it a few times. These are Kaiser Craft pocket pages, and they are different to the Becky Higgins ones, so hence I fight with which side the card goes in. Anyway, righto, so I've trimmed down that beautiful little Everyday Etc. card to make it part of, this is going to be part of my title, spread across two of those 4x3 pockets. So that's and that paper here that I'm using is from a different collection. So I'm trying to think. It's first thing in the morning, so bear with me. Coffee hasn't kicked in yet. So as you can see, I've already picked my photos and how they're going to go in. And as I said, they're all of my daughter in different scenarios over the last few months. Just, you know, she's very beautiful. I love her, obviously. So just using these little word alphabet thickers just to spell out girl. So the title is going to be Beautiful Girl. And I'm so glad that I have two of these. Girls, no. Sorry, my daughter and niece are running around crazy. They had a sleepover last night, so yeah. I'm not going to get a moment of peace to try and get this done, so I'll just have to try and wing it now. All right, so as I was saying, I was lucky I had two of these because for some reason my thickers, I'm slowly running out of all the key letters, and I've all these packs of thickers with not enough letters on them. So it's driving me a little nuts actually. Anyway, we'll make it work as you do. All right, so just using a little, those are I think they're called sticky word quotes. I'm not sure if that's what Anita calls them. Anyway, so they're just little word like phrases and things like that to do with the kit. And these little wood veneer as well are part of my design team kit that came with the We Run the World. So just having a look, I'm guessing off screen here, looking through some of my mixed media as to what I was going to colour this wood veneer with. I decided to colour it today, and I'm going to give the Distress Stain a bit of a go. And it works out really, really well, which I'm really happy. And I didn't actually need a lot of it, so that was even better. I do dab it off a little bit just to help it dry because I'm impatient. But it doesn't lose any of its colour either. I fight with my glues when I did this. This one, actually no, this one wasn't too bad. It was my glossy accents because I decided to, which you'll see in a minute, put some glossy accents over the top of this wood veneer. It's the first time I've used it for that, which is why I brought it, and I've used it more as an adhesive than anything else. So I wanted to just have a bit of a go at it and see how it worked. And it does give a bit of a shine to it. I don't think it really comes up on camera though, but it is there. So generally it looks not too bad. So I do have trouble with this, and I had to stick a pin in it to try and get it to work. So I try and show you the sort of shine it gives over the top. But it's not very good. As I said, you can't quite see it as well on camera, which is a bit of a bugger. Now I'm going to stick this phrase up on, I think it says never grow up, actually, up on some craft foam. I go to stick it with double-sided tape, but it's too thin, so I used the PVA glue to stick it down. I do have a bit of trouble, not trouble, but it's just I'm impatient and I just wanted things to dry. I had a small window of opportunity to get this done and dusted in one sitting because I'm a bit impatient, as I keep saying, and wanting it to dry and getting it completed. I ended up having to sit the card aside to wait for the glossy accents to dry anyway. Now, do I add a little tab to it? These little tabs are also part of the We Run the World collection. And I think Anita does them in most of, from what I've seen and brought, they're in most of her kits, that your collections that she brings out. Just add a little glittery heart there that's not part of this kit. And that one was done. And that's my title, done. Alright, so this photo here was only taken about a week ago at our local park. My daughter went to one of her little friends' birthday parties, and I just thought she looked quite glamorous climbing up there, quite the queen. Now, as much as some people might look at this and go, oh my God, it's a kid's album, you're putting that in there. At the end of the day, for now, she can't really read, and as she gets older, when she can read, she'll know not to say it. That's just how I roll. There's no point in hiding it. So, and I just thought it was a really appropriate kind of piece, phrase, whatever, for the look she was giving, the movie star glamour queen kind of look. It was very sweet. So again, just popping that up on some craft foam. Now I'm hoping that, and along with obviously the other blog posts from the other designers, you can see how the one kit can be used in a, it can be quite versatile. Oh my God, cannot talk. Sorry, guys. So, I made a mixed media layout last one at the beginning of the month, or mid-month, I should say. And this time I'm doing a Project Life spread. And you could use, and I'm actually using another one of Flutterby Designs kits that come out the last batch she brought out, which was Flawsome. I'm actually using that as my art journaling, in my in my traveler's notebook. So you can use things for anything. You just got to get creative with them. But it is quite versatile, which is always good if you're doing a variety of different projects. I hate fussy cutting. Have I said that? Probably. Now I do fuss around here as to where this tab's going to go. I wanted it on this diagonal because of the big sort of quote down the bottom. But I don't know if I edit it out, or maybe you do see me. I move it back and forth because I was a bit worried. It sort of clashed with her head. In the end, I do keep it where it is. And as you can see, I stick it down with some washi tape here and just roll with it, basically. I just thought if it was stuck to one side, like if I stuck it all onto that right-hand side, it just looked too lopsided almost. Like one side had more and the other side had nothing. So it just didn't sit well with me. So I just went with this and just thought, oh, well, she'll be all right. And if you can hear strange beeping or toy noises in the background, I have my niece behind me on the floor. So I am trying to get this done so that it can be posted with the blog post. But I'm going away as of Monday, so I'll wait for a week, and then this will go up not long after I get back. So trying to get it all done and ahead of schedule so that it's all wrapped up with a nice little bow. So just adding some Kaiser Craft rhinestones onto this, just to add a bit of bling, because every queen, classy queen, needs a bit of bling. So yes, as I said, it's getting done this morning before I head out for the day with my girls, because otherwise I'll never get it done. It's going to be a busy few days before we go, so yes, very excited to be going away. Big week, big trip away, big week away, and big car drive too. So, oh God, with 3 kids, can't help me. Any suggestions on surviving an 8-hour car trip with 3 children, come at me. Yes, they have technology and things like that, but that gets bored with eventually. So help me. All right, so as you can see, I'm using this 4x6 card. Now, I really liked the coloured background of it, but I am going to go through, and you can see some of the cards here in the Everyday Etc. set, just to see if there was just one with just colour on it, no words, but there isn't. So I'm just going to go with this and cover up where there's like trying to cover over the words as best as possible. Girl, stop walking through here yelling. Tell Hannah. Alright, so, and I'm just sticking it down. I've decided to use my removable tape runner, just because I didn't know if I'd fuss around with it, if they'd sit right. And this is just of my daughter who got a new bike at Christmas from Santa, and it's bigger than her other one. It's appropriate for her size, but she's a bit apprehensive with new things in general, and this was a bit bigger than her, so took us a good few days to get her to have a go, and now she loves it. So it's great. And yeah, and she was quite pleased with herself that she was on here. So I'm just looking through to find the appropriate little phrase to go with that. I'm using one of those page tabs as well. What else do I use? I'm fussing around again. I'm trying to cover over as well that S as much as possible, the tail end of that S, as best as I can without it looking a bit, dodgy. I really like these little phrase pieces. They're quite, they're versatile. Again, some of them could be for pages that are adult-only pages, if that's what you want to do. And then some are like this for, you can use for other little peoples. I can't remember what I put there. You'll see it in the close-ups, but I can't remember what I actually put there. Again, not sitting at my desk next to where my layouts are, so I can't remember what I put on. And I only did this yesterday, so, oh my God. And again, I'm just using the removable tape runner because I knew, or I thought I would possibly fuss around with all of this as to where everything was going to sit. And then it's right. And again, using some flares from this kit, or the collection I should say, not kit. It's a kit for me because that's what I got. And this isn't the entire range too of this collection, so by all means, if you're interested in it, jump over to the Flutter by Designs shop and have a bit of a look around. You can order a kit, or you can just, I think, order bits and pieces. I've done that before with the Flawsome collection I did. Oh, I stuck my page protector on top of my title card that has the glossy accents, so it got a bit sticky, which was, at least it wasn't a big disaster. I was really paranoid it was going to be really sticky. Alright, so just using these cards here, I'm just going to use these two as my filler cards. And as you can see on that other card with her on a bike, I did journal what it was, which is what I said, about being from Santa and getting up on it. I love that quote that's in purple. I always see it on Facebook. It's like, here's to strong women, may we know them, may we be them, may we raise them, or something. And it's just perfect. My little girl is very fiery like me, very stubborn like me, and her dad, and she's very clever. So she will be a force to be reckoned with, I think, when she's older. She's got to argue with everything at the moment. The sky's blue. No, it's not. So it's great. But yeah, she will be quite a headstrong little girl when she's older, or big girl. All right, again, I wanted to use this phrase again, or quote, whatever you call it. Quote, I think. I really cannot think too clearly this morning, my bad. But it wouldn't fit in its entirety onto the picture. I didn't want to cut out the picture because the point of it is her dressed up. We went and seen Star Wars, a new Star Wars, just after it was released. And Hannah Bear loved it. So she wanted to dress up as Princess Leia. So she's got her lightsaber. She got me to do her hair in the little buns. And yep, she's got boots on, Star Wars shirt, ready to take on the galaxy. So yeah, it was really cute. So yes, and she wanted to grow up and be Princess Leia now, so that's her new goal. So hence why this little quote is perfect for this photo. Now, I didn't speed my video up too much this time, so it's another long one, just so you can get a really good look at sort of the collection I'm using. You know, so if you're interested in it, you can stop and see it without it sort of zoozing past. I did cut as much as I could out without taking away from the whole process element. Oh, my Uniball pen here. So I love it, and it was working super good. And then my girlfriend came over for a scrap day and was like, oh, yours works really well. And since then, she jinxed me and it has not worked. I thought it was running out, but I managed to get it to work properly again. So I was like, yes. So it worked really well. I love that you can journal on photos using this pen, because not always can I fit, and like this, fit a like a journaling tag on a photo, but I might want to write something about it. So sometimes when I've done that in the past and I haven't had the pen, I'll journal next to it if I can, like in the pocket page, in the pocket next to it. But this one I really didn't, so I just wrote on the photo. So that was really good. Works really well. And I think I just do add this tab to the top. No, where do I put it? I actually, which one does this say? Can't remember which one this says. And again, just using some washi to back it onto, this tab piece onto, just to accentuate a little bit away from the photo. You know, sometimes I will put things on and I'll back it with something, either, you know, washi or, which has been my thing at the moment because I've been wanting to use a lot of my washi stash. Or I will back it with a small piece of pattern paper or something like that, just to make it pop out a little bit more without actually sort of having to put any sort of craft foam or anything. Yes, you can stay outside for a little bit. When I'm finished this shortly, in a couple of minutes, I'm doing your hair because then Nanny will be here. Again, sorry, giving instructions. Sometimes you've got to just take the time you get, and this is it. All right, just adding some Kaiser rhinestones again, just to add a little bit of bling to this card, or this photo, and all done. Now, as I said, there will be some close-up still shots at the end, so you can sort of get a bit of a good look at bits and pieces. But if you have any questions, always leave me a comment and I'll write back to you. Check out my blog post, or check out the Flutter by Design blog post. That will have some more details and the still shots on it as well. You can also check out the shop to get a good look at what there is. So I'm just adding a label to the bottom of that photo. Oh, no, I don't actually. Sorry. Here you go. I make my own. Now, I have used, and something I haven't used since like forever, I've actually given them to my girls, is the craft scissors you get that make like the patterns. Like when you cut, it gives you the pattern. So I used that on this bit of pattern paper just to give not that straight edge look, just a bit of a, you know, bit of interest to that piece. And again, backed it on some washi to pop it out from the photo again, and just journaling. So this is I think it's last weekend, we went out for dinner. We took Hannah Bear out for dinner, and she wanted to wear her really special dress she got at Christmas off Nanny and Poppy. So we let her. And yep, if you look really closely, she's wearing gumboots because it was raining and as well, and she wanted to wear gumboots in case it was really wet. So that was her logic in her head. She didn't care, so we just went with it. You know what? Whatever. For the most part, she was dressed up and coordinated. Little kids, hey? All right, now I'll go back to these tabs again to see if there's anything else I want to add. I don't think there is in this one. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Oh no, maybe I do. Do I? Yes. So I use these phrase stickers, which they don't have sticky backs. You've got to stick them down, but whatever. I put 2 of these here across the top of the where I've journaled. All right, just deciding what second one I'm going to use. I think I use, what does that say? I think something about your hi beautiful maybe, hello beautiful. And then this longer one is you are my sunshine, I think. Something like that. Some sweet sentiments there. And then another one of these glittery hearts. Now, I think these are, if you're wondering, I was given these about 12 months or so ago, and I think, from memory, they are a crepe paper Hello Love one, if you're curious. Alright, so this is just pretty much done now, actually. So stick around for some close-ups. As I said, check out Flutterby Designs if you're curious about some of the products I've used. And any questions, leave them in the comments section. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!